The security guard at the entrance of the city's most prestigious business gala didn't even look at my face. He just looked at my worn-out sneakers and pointed toward the service alley. My name is Maya, and I've spent the last 6 months working 3 jobs just to afford the entry fee for this entrepreneurship showcase. To the kids at Northwood High, I was just the girl who smells like the diner, the one whose clothes were always a size too big and a decade too old. They had trust funds and life coaches. I had a stack of late notices and a dream to revolutionize how low-income families access healthy food. Inside the ballroom, the air was thick with the scent of expensive perfume and entitlement. I saw Chase, the son of the city's biggest tech mogul, holding court near the stage. He was the one who had spent my entire senior year posting photos of my locker online, captioned with cruel jokes about my poverty-chic aesthetic. He saw me near the refreshment table, his eyes narrowing. "Hey, Maya," he called out, his voice loud enough to silence the room. "Did you lose your way? The soup kitchen is 3 blocks down, not here." Laughter rippled through the crowd. My cheeks burned, and for a second, I felt the familiar weight of shame pulling me toward the exit. But then I looked down at my bag. Inside was the prototype for a mobile grocery app I'd built using free library Wi-Fi and a cracked laptop. I remembered my mom crying over the price of fresh vegetables, and I remembered every single person who had ever looked down on me because of my zip code. I didn't turn around. I walked straight to the center stage where the judges sat. "I don't have a legacy," I said, my voice steady despite the trembling in my hands. "I don't have a safety net, and I don't have a family who can bail me out if I fail. But I have something none of you have. I know exactly what it's like to be invisible, and I know exactly what people like us need to survive." I opened my laptop and showed them the data. I showed them the supply chain logistics I'd optimized, the partnership deals I'd negotiated in between shifts, and the simple, brilliant math that made fresh produce affordable for anyone, anywhere. The room went deathly quiet. One of the judges, a woman who owned a massive retail chain, stood up. "How much funding do you need to scale this?" Chase was standing in the back, his mouth slightly open, the arrogance finally draining from his face. He had all the resources in the world and had spent his life using them to destroy others. I had nothing, and I had used it to build something that could save thousands. I didn't just get the funding, I got a partner. As I walked out of that gala, the same security guard opened the main door for me, bowing his head in respect. Chase didn't say a word. He didn't have to. He finally understood the one thing his money could never buy, the kind of grit that is forged only when you have absolutely nothing left to lose.